Let's go to the complete and narrated chapter of One Piece 111-21 after the intro. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and before the content of this video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. That way you won't miss anything, and let's get to the video. Chapter consists of 17 pages, 2 color pages from color spread and 15 black and white normal pages. Chapter 1121 titled, The Wave of the Era. In Japanese, it's one of Roger's lines from chapter 100. Color spread on the cover, giant Nami occupying almost the entire color illustration, and the small Straw Hat crew surrounding her, enjoying summer foods like ice creams, parfaits, watermelons, pineapples, grapes. The chapter begins with Saturn attacking Bonney and Kuma with his poisonous legs. The giants raise their shields together to block the attacks. Luffy looks around and sees Bonney, transformed into her Nika form again, trying to rise, still exhausted. Luffy deflects one of Saturn's attacks aimed at Bonney, but he refuses to directly confront Saturn. Luffy says, "Bonney, you're the one who has to do it." Bonney glares at Saturn angrily and finally stands up, floating in the air, ready to. Cut to Vegapunk's broadcast, concluding his speech. Vegapunk says, "The day when an incident like the Void Century occurs again will surely come, because the weapons that caused the catastrophe still intentionally remain in this world." As Vegapunk speaks, we see reactions from Vivi and Shirahoshi. In Skypiea, Konis and Isa arrive at the palace and greet Wiper's group. They are all unaware of Vegapunk's message. Vegapunk continues, "Because the descendants of the races that were supposed to be erased from history still exist." While Vegapunk speaks, we see Kuma on the Elbaf ship, followed by a flashback of his conversation with Vegapunk about the Buccaneers. Then we see Marco reminiscing about Whitebeard mentioning the land of gods that existed on the Red Line. King is also shown, contemplating the Lunarians, bandaged in a dark room. Finally, we see Pudding in a cell, recalling her childhood when children teased her for having 3 eyes. Back to the Elbaf ship, Saturn continues to try to attack Bonney, but Luffy blocks all his assaults. Bonney remembers the first time Saturn and Kuma met at God Valley. She also recalls Ginny when Bonney was a baby and Saturn informed her that he was responsible for experimenting on her mother. Bonney says, "How dare you do all that to my dad and mom? There's no way you guys are gods." But a god does exist. We see reactions from Sentomaru and Kizaru as Bonney speaks, with Kizaru still lying down with a bubble. Bonney then recalls Kuma mentioning Nika while she confronts Saturn tearfully. In the past, Kuma said, "He will definitely come to save you." Bonney says, "And heroes do exist. I really wanted the 3 of us to live together. I even thought that I would rather die than be left alone." Bonney imagines a life where she is a baby living with both Kuma and Ginny. Kuma and Ginny say, "Bonney, thank you for being born." Bonney says, "But I'm still alive because they both wished for me to be." Saturn says, "You damn insects." In an epic double spread, Bonney and Giant Luffy prepare to launch a combo attack against Saturn. Meanwhile, Vegapunk's message continues. Vegapunk says, "When disaster strikes, please take care of yourselves. I believe in the wisdom of humanity. I believe in science." Now we see Iceberg, Judge, and Caesar having an argument, as well as reactions from Heridas. On Egghead Shore, Imeth continues to face Jew Peter and Warcurie. In another epic double spread, we witness Luffy and Bonney's combo attack. Bonney delivers a giant punch to Saturn's face, while Luffy, in giant form behind her, strikes the rest of Saturn's body. Bonney says, "Kaiho no Nika punch!" Nika punch of liberation. Saturn's body is obliterated, riddled with holes from the punches, with some of his legs and horns torn off, and begins to fall into the sea. All the giants cheer for Bonney and Luffy, with even Kuma appearing to smile faintly. "Bonney!" Luffy says, "Dahyahya! We sent him flying. Hey Bonney, you did great." The Thousand Sunny is about to dock near the Elbaf ship. We see Usopp, Chopper, Jinbe, and Zoro. Vegapunk continues. Vegapunk says, "The deaths of legends like Roger and Whitebeard are just the beginning of a new era. For those who cannot be stopped, these are the ones closest to the truth. Perhaps Roger himself set the stage for this from the very beginning." We see a flashback of Roger's speech before his execution in Chapter 1. Roger says, "My treasure, if you want it, you can have it. Search for it. I left everything the world has to offer there." Vegapunk says, "But it's not certain that the person Joy Boy hoped for will be the one to seize that." In Hachinosu, all the pirates are restless, awaiting Teach's return, eager to set sail. In Sabaody, Rayleigh has gotten drunk and fallen asleep. Shaki says, "Ray-san, you'll catch a cold like this." On the Red Force, Shanks is also drunk like Rayleigh. Red Hair Pirates, "Boss, you've had too much to drink." Shanks says, "Shut up, I didn't drink." At Cross Guild, all the men are amazed by Buggy's deep connection to the true history, filled with excitement. Crocodile and Mihawk are silent and annoyed. Buggy is in shock, saying, "Huh? Huh? Huh?" At Marine headquarters, some Marines begin to talk about needing to retrieve it before anyone else does. Then we return to Vegapunk's closing line for the chapter. Vegapunk says, "Whether it's the person Joy Boy hoped for or not, the fate of the world will be determined by the one who claims it." In the amazing final double page of the chapter, we see Vegapunk's final words along with a collage of panels featuring the most relevant characters in One Piece now. Monkey D, Luffy, Marshall D, Teach, Shanks, Buggy, Akainu, Dragon, Emu, Kobe, Kuzan, Figurlin Garling, and Sabo. Vegapunk says, "By the one who claims the One Piece." However, within that collage of panels, there's one more mysterious character in the shadows. A mysterious man with a cape wielding a sword similar to Shanks' sword. End of chapter. Pause next week. And those were the official spoilers for the chapter. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. That way you won't miss anything. Thank you for watching the video. Until next time, and thanks.